Welcome back to Satanic 666, where we explore the hidden corners of spiritual and mythological landscapes. Today, we continue our series, The Origin of Evil, Satan, Lucifer, and the Fallen Angels, turning our focus to Buddhism. This tradition offers unique perspectives on the concepts of evil and adversarial forces, distinct from many Western religions. Join us as we explore how Buddhism interprets these ideas, shedding light on human nature and the path to spiritual enlightenment. Let's embark on this enlightening journey through the Buddhist view of adversity and moral challenges. Buddhism presents a unique perspective on the concept of evil and adversarial forces compared to theistic religions that often personify evil in the form of a singular antagonist such as Satan. Instead of a single entity embodying malevolence, Buddhism emphasizes the internal struggles and moral dilemmas faced by individuals. Today we explore the Buddhist equivalent of the Satan concept, primarily focusing on Mara, the personification of hindrance on the path to enlightenment. In Buddhist doctrine, Mara is often regarded as the personification of obstacles and hindrances to spiritual growth and enlightenment. Unlike the devil or Satan in Western religious traditions, who is seen as a malevolent force opposing the divine, Mara represents the internal and external challenges that interfere with an individual's progress on the path to awakening. Mara is best known for his role in the story of Siddhartha Gautama, the historical Buddha, on the night of his enlightenment. As Siddhartha sat under the Bodhi tree, determined to find the root of suffering and achieve enlightenment, Mara appeared. He brought with him his armies of demons, aiming to distract and scare Siddhartha from his meditative pursuit. Mara's attacks were manifold, including the presentation of fear, desire, and doubt. He challenged Siddhartha's right to become the Buddha, questioning his purity and his worthiness of enlightenment. This culminated in Mara's demand that Siddhartha produce a witness to his right to attain enlightenment. In response, Siddhartha touched the earth with his right hand, invoking the earth as his witness, which then spoke of his merit and his preparedness for enlightenment. This moment is famously known as the earth-touching mudra, or Bhumasparsha mudra. Beyond this historical depiction, Mara symbolizes more than just a demonic or adversarial entity. He embodies the very human struggles against what Buddhism terms the kleshas, or mental states that cloud the mind and lead to suffering. These include greed, hatred, delusion, pride, and envy. Mara, therefore, is not just an external enemy but a representation of our own inner battles with these afflictive emotions and thoughts. It's a portrayal not of a battle between good and evil external forces, but an internal struggle within every individual against the impulses that lead us away from clarity, compassion, and the realization of our true nature. Mara's presence reminds Buddhists that enlightenment is achieved not by defeating an external devil but by overcoming the hindrances within oneself. In Buddhism, the concepts of anicca, dukkha, and anatta are fundamental teachings that form the core of its philosophy and approach to life. Understanding these concepts is crucial for comprehending how Buddhists perceive the nature of existence and the path to enlightenment. Anicca refers to the impermanence of all things. It teaches that all forms of existence, whether physical or mental, are transient and constantly changing. Nothing in the material or spiritual world is permanent. This concept is vividly illustrated in texts like The Heart of the Buddha's Teaching, by Thich Nhat Hanh, where the impermanence of life is explored as a path to understanding and peace. Dukkha, suffering. Dukkha is often translated as suffering, but can also encompass concepts of unsatisfactoriness or imperfection. According to Buddhist teachings, life is inherently filled with dukkha due to its impermanent nature. This suffering arises from attachment, ignorance, and desire. What the Buddha Taught, by Walpola Rahula, provides a comprehensive discussion on dukkha, detailing its origins and how it is interwoven with human existence. Anatta or non-self is the teaching that there is no unchanging, permanent self, soul, or essence in living beings. It is a direct counter to the idea of a permanent ego or identity, which is a source of suffering. This concept challenges the common notion of a persistent identity and encourages a deeper understanding of our interconnectedness with the universe. Anatta and Nibbana, Egolessness and Deliverance, by Jnanatiloka Mahathera, dives deep into the implications of anatta, providing a nuanced exploration of how this concept affects the pursuit of spiritual liberation. Together, anicca, dukkha, and anatta form the triad of characteristics that define all conditioned phenomena. They are integral to the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, guiding Buddhists toward a realistic understanding of the world and the cessation of suffering. In contemporary Buddhist practice, Mara isn't just a mythical figure. He epitomizes the mental and emotional barriers that practitioners confront in their journey toward enlightenment. This allegorical use of Mara is crucial for understanding the ongoing internal battles against negative mental states that hinder spiritual growth. Mara symbolizes the internal and external temptations that distract from spiritual practices, namely desire, fear, anger, and jealousy. In meditation, distractions or emotional upheavals are often regarded as encounters with Mara. Each moment of self-doubt or surge of desire during meditation can be seen as Mara's attempt to derail the practitioner from the path of mindfulness and clarity. Essentially, Mara represents the psychological forces that bind us to the cycle of suffering, or samsara. Mara is used effectively as a teaching tool within Buddhism. His story with the Buddha, particularly during the Buddha's Night of Enlightenment, serves as a powerful allegory for overcoming personal fears and attachments. The Buddha's confrontation and subsequent triumph over Mara under the Bodhi tree is a central theme in Buddhist teachings, symbolizing the victory over internal demons through mindfulness and wisdom. The concept of Mara is closely linked with the five hindrances, Panca-nivarana, in Buddhism, which include sensory desire, ill will, sloth, torpor, restlessness, worry, and doubt. These are seen as obstacles to meditation and clear understanding. Practitioners are taught to recognize these hindrances as they arise in meditation, understand them as manifestations of Mara, and learn to release them without attachment, viewing these challenges as Mara's distractions. Mara's role is extensively documented in the Pali Canon, specifically in texts like the Majjhima Nikaya and Samyutta Nikaya, where the Buddha's encounters with Mara are recounted. These scriptures not only narrate historical interactions but also offer metaphorical insights into overcoming personal and spiritual adversities. Mara remains a potent symbol in Buddhism, embodying the mental barriers that prevent enlightenment. He serves as a reminder of the inner work necessary to achieve true clarity and freedom from suffering, teaching practitioners to navigate their spiritual path with mindfulness and perseverance. In Buddhist art, Mara is frequently depicted alongside the Buddha, serving as a visual representation of the eternal struggle between human limitations and the potential for transcendence. These depictions are rich with symbolism and provide a profound insight into the Buddhist understanding of the path to enlightenment. One of the most iconic representations of Mara is during the scene of the Buddha's enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. Here, Mara is often shown as a fearsome figure, leading a horde of demons, or sometimes, as a more seductive presence trying to lure the Buddha away from his meditative focus. His presence in Buddhist scripture and art serves as a constant reminder of the ongoing struggle against the forces that bind us to suffering and ignorance. The teachings and depictions of Mara highlight a core message of Buddhism. The path to enlightenment is obstructed not by an external devil but by our own inner demons of desire, aversion, and delusion. Recognizing and overcoming these Mara-like qualities is essential for anyone seeking to follow the Buddhist path toward spiritual liberation. As we wrap up our exploration of the figure of Mara within Buddhism, we have seen how this tradition interprets adversarial forces not as external entities to be feared, but as symbols of the internal struggles we all face. Mara represents the hindrances that obstruct the path to enlightenment, desires, doubts, and distractions that challenge our spiritual growth. This perspective from Buddhism enriches our series on the origin of evil, Satan, Lucifer, and the fallen angels by showcasing how different cultures understand and depict the concept of evil or adversity. Thank you for joining us on this profound journey here at Satanic 666. If you found these insights into Buddhist teachings enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the spiritual and the supernatural. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and continue to seek out the light even in the darkest corners of history and belief. Until next time, may your path be clear of obstacles, and your mind free from hindrance.